Plunder Pit. Chapter 21. Voices from the Pit. Rachel stood by them in dressing gown and slippers. She had heard Clive's suggestion. "I'll get candles and things," was all she said. Clive and Wanda fled upstairs and in almost no time were down again fully dressed. Clive had taken thought to bring Chad's slippers. He also had a knife. Rachel had an old-fashioned candle lantern. It wouldn't blow out, she explained. Besides, they would cover the light, if need be, with cap or handkerchief. "And I'll fasten the cellar door. Be sure of that," were her last words as the two slipped out. It was lighter than it had been. The clouds were breaking and stars showing through. At the gate, Clive stopped. "I'm going to put that car out of commission," he told Wanda. He opened the door, got in, and took off the brake. The car stood on a slope and at once began to move. Clive steered her to the side of the road and ran her into the ditch. "One thing, whatever happens, they won't get away with the plunder," he remarked with satisfaction. Then he and Wanda turned up the steep slope. The short summer night was drawing towards dawn as they reached the top. Clive was relieved, because going down that hillside in the dark would be no joke. The rope was there where they had left it some 10 hours earlier, fastened firmly to the crowbar. Clive went down first and Wanda followed. Clive went into the mouth of the cave, struck a match and lit the lantern. Then he walked slowly forward, picking his way among the boulders which littered the floor. He and Wanda crept cautiously through the cleared space and both drew deep breaths of relief when they saw the plank still in position, just as they had left it. They crossed it and paused on the far side of the rift. "Wonder if we ought to leave it there," Clive said. "I don't think we'd better meddle with it," Wanda answered. "We might not be able to get it back if we wanted it in a hurry." "Dare say you're right," Clive agreed, and was moving on when Wanda stopped him. "Better put something over that light. We don't want to be spotted by anyone down below there." Clive put a handkerchief over the lantern and again they went on cautiously. The passage was more open and there was plenty of headroom. "Looks as if it had been cleared at some time," Clive whispered. Wanda caught his arm. "Listen," she said. A voice came up to them, muffled by distance, yet perfectly clear. "Keep your hands out of that, you hear me?" Clive stopped as if it shot. It's Torgen," he muttered. "It's Torgen," Wanda repeated. "Oh, Clive, we're right. He is down there." "Yes, and who else?" growled Clive. As if in answer, a second voice came to them. A voice so harsh and ugly it made Wanda shiver. "What's the matter? I ain't doing no harm." "And you won't while I'm watching you," retorted Torgen, and his tone was filled with a ferocity which made even the other man seem mild. "It's Jake," Clive told Wanda. "Jake is with Torgen. They must have found the plunder and are quarrelling over it. We're in pretty company, Wanda." Wanda did not reply at once. She was listening hard. From this spot she and Clive could hear but not see, so it seemed plain that the passage in which they stood led down to the chamber where the treasure was hidden, but that it curved so as to cut off all sight of the pit. There was not even any reflection of the light which the thieves must be using. "They're packing the stuff," Clive said. "And Jake's trying to help himself to some of it," Wanda added. "What are we going to do?" She went on. "You and I can't tackle two big men." "There's only one thing to do, so far as I can see," Clive told her. "Clear out." Wanda stared. "Clear out? Run away and leave those wicked thieves to steal everything? You're joking, Clive." "Not a bit," Clive answered. "If we go back up the passage and take the plank away, they are prisoners. The cellar door is fastened. Rachel has seen to that. And your father will be there with his shotgun. Rachel will have told him. They can't get the stuff out or get out themselves." Wanda shook her head. "That's true enough so far as it goes, Clive, but you are forgetting Chad. They have Chad and Jan down there, and Major Garnet too, I expect. Just think what they may do to them if they find themselves trapped." "Yes," said Clive slowly. "They can hold them and use them to make terms." He shook his head. "We're certainly up against it, Wanda." See you in chapter 21. Good night. Sweet dreams.